Ms. Lucinda Suarez, Deputy Chief Special Victims Bureau of the New York Queens County DA's Office, needed assistance in demonstrating the adverse effects of shaking a baby violently. Gen-tek was asked to develop an animation under the supervision of Dr. Jonathan Arden, First Deputy Chief Medical Examiner at Kings County Hospital, and Dr. Jacqueline Lee, Deputy Chief City Medical Examiner, Queens General Hospital. Gen-tek was faced with the challenge to assemble all the information from the medical team and show it in such a way that any non-technical person could comprehend. The animation was divided into two main themes. The first part deals with the anatomy of a healthy infant, focusing on the areas of the head that are most susceptible to the dynamics of violent shaking. The second part deals with the mechanics of the head when shaken violently and the adverse effects to the brain and optic nerves. This segment shows the anatomy of a healthy infant's head, indicating the layers of tissue that surrounds the brain, and a close-up look at microscopic cells called neurons that transmit signals and information within the brain. The location of the optic nerve and the attachment to the brain is clearly seen when viewing a cross-section of the head. It's important to understand the proportions of an infant's head to the overall body height as compared to that of an adult. The head of an infant represents 1/4 of the total body height, and because of this, greater amounts of force is proportionally exerted to the head when the baby is shaken. The possible range of motion of the head is illustrated in a mechanical depiction with a ball representing the brain. The same motion is now applied to the human head. In a mechanical representation, impact areas are shown in red of the brain hitting the skull opposite the direction of travel. Concentrated acceleration and deceleration forces are shown as shock waves, radiating throughout the brain. As the brain moves in a violent manner, the attached bridging veins will tear and hemorrhage, causing pressure and damage. A close-up view of the optic nerve with the protective sheath removed shows internal bleeding caused by the shaking trauma. An examination of the retina at the rear of the eye will reveal retinal bleeding. Brain neuron cells are damaged from the shock waves generated by the impact against the skull and pressure from hemorrhaging. Neurons act as electronic connections, sending and receiving signals at lightning speed to and from the different parts of the brain, helping to process thought and the ability to learn. Damage to the neurons are seen by the dark areas where some cells struggle to repair themselves.